Hello friends, welcome to English with Richly. In this video, I'm going to talk about the poem The Soldier by Rupert Brooke. The Soldier by Rupert Brooke. If I should die, think only this of me, that there is some corner of foreign field that is forever England. There shall be in that rich earth a richer dust concealed, a dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam, a body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by the sun of home. And think this heart all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind, no less gives somewhere back the thoughts by England given, her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day, and laughter learnt of friends, and gentleness in hearts at peace under an English heaven. The poem was written at the beginning of World War in 1914. Rupert Brooke was a pre-war poet. He died the year after The Soldier was published. It is 14-line Italian sonnet. Poem is divided into two parts. First part is octet, which contain 8 lines, and then followed by sester, which contain 6 lines. Rhyming pattern is AB, AB, CD, CD, EFG, EFG. Summary: The Soldier is a sonnet in which the poet glorifies England during the World War I. The poem represents the patriotic ideas that characterized pre-war England. It portrays death for one's country as a noble end and England as a noblest country for which to die. The speaker implies that England is mother to him. His love for England and his willingness to sacrifice is equivalent to son's love for his mother. But more than an ordinary son, he can give his life to her. England's flowers, her ways to roam, and English air all represents the attitude and pride of the youth of pre-industrial England. The soldier also has a sense of beauty of his country that is in fact a part of his identity. In the final line of the first stanza, nature takes on the religious significance for the speaker. He is washed by the rivers, suggesting the purification of baptism, and blessed by the sun of home. In the second stanza, the sester, the physical is left behind in favor of spiritual. If the first stanza is about soldier's thought of the world and England, the second stanza is about thought of heaven and England. In the sester, the soldier goes on to tell the listeners what to think of him if he dies at war. But he represents a more imaginative picture of himself. He forgets the grave in the foreign country where he might die, and he began to talk about how he will have transformed into an eternal spirit. This means that to die for England is the surest way to get to salvation. As implied in the last line, he even thinks that he will become a part of an English heaven. In the octave, the speaker describes his future grave in some far-off land as a part of England, and in the sester, England takes on the role of the heavenly creator, a part of the eternal mind of God. In this way, dying for England gains the status of religious salvation wherever he dies. The Soldier. The poem's voice is that of unnamed and so anonymous soldier. This soldier therefore seems to speak not only for himself but for other soldiers too. This is literally a poem about selflessness. The idealized selflessness of the soldier who sacrifices his life for his country. If I should die, the opening clause may be conditional, but the Brooke here reflects the contents of many letters home from soldiers to families filled with foreboding about possible death. Think only this of me, the tone of selflessness. In this line, he refusing mourning and gives command to think only this. There is some corner of foreign field that is forever England, an image full of pathos and patriotism. The idea of an unnamed corner of a foreign field where the soldier will be buried speaks of the unsung, anonymous nature of death in war. In this line, the poet uses alliteration. In that rich earth, a richer dust concealed. In fertile earth of the foreign field has hidden within it the soldier's body. Dust is a common literary metaphor for the body, coming as it does from funeral operation in the Book of Common Prayer, which speaks of the body returning to the earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. A dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware. England here is personified as a mother, first with child and then rearing the young. The link with the mother of course emphasizes the deep intimacy and importance of England her sons. Gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam. England's abundance and pastoral beauties emphasizes here as a kind of gift. Giving is an soldier's sacrifice, a way of giving meaning to death by placing it in the context of kind of social exchange. A body of England's, the soldier's body actually belonging in a fundamental way to England. It is hers. The sense of intimate connection of actually joining with England is key to this poem. Breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by the sons of home. England is again mentioned 6 times in the poem in total. By sheer repetition of the name, in the poem gains patriotic intensity. Here the pleasant experience of everyday life is described as an English experience. The final mention of home in the octet brings us back to the tragic scene described in the first line. The heart all able shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind. The heart here stands in for the soul. We are asked to imagine the soul after death when all evil or sin has been cast off and has become part of God Himself. The soul is now a pulse in the mind of the greater being. No less gives somewhere back to the thought by England given. This line refers back to the octet where England made the soldier and his thoughts. Now we are asked to imagine the equally the soul of soldier gives all its accumulated thoughts of the life in England to God. Her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her day, and laughter learned of friends. The soldier lists all the wonderful experiences that the soldier has gained from England These present thoughts and memorized will be given back to the God as the soldier becomes one with him. And gentleness in heart at peace under an English heaven. The poem in which the startling preposition, the soldier finds rest and peace at last in the heaven, but heaven has been transformed by the thought and memories that the soldier has given to God. The heaven is now an English heaven. The connection with England will remain forever unbroken. Thanks for watching.